No more war. No more war. No more war. No more war. Hey, hey. Hello, family. Hey, hey, Wisconsin. Here among us, how many of you have participated in local anti-war activities, demonstrations? Raise your hand. How many of you have participated in national anti-war activities, demonstrations? Raise your hand. We are the party of peace. At these conventions, since 2002, we have passed resolutions back then to impeach Bush and Cheney. Back then to bring the troops home. And continued to get us out of Afghanistan. And I could go on and on and on. We are the party of peace. Free, free Palestine! Not only did we lead the first national demonstration in D.C. against the Israeli occupation, but this body initiated the movement for divestment in Israel. We had some problems with our brothers over there, but this body did that. We have been out front. And we've also been out front because of our media committee and our international committee educating us and putting the issues there. We've been out there before the wars began. And as I see the delegates from Georgia and Florida and people I know from the School of the Americas, we have been there. And we've led that domestically. We've been there, and we've been there as Greens. And this is so important. As we're out there, we can identify, yeah, I'm a 3-term co-chair of United for Peace and Justice, 7 years, largest peace coalition in the United States, 1,400 organizations. But every time I'm introduced as also from the Green Party of the United States. And we need to all do that, wherever we are. You know, it's tough to talk about, let's say, torture at Abu Ghraib without talking about police brutality right here at home. We have to make the connections. We have to make the connections in terms of militarism, our tax dollars, and human needs. As we talk about, and thank God for the Occupy movement, go get them. But we are the 99%. And we need to be working on moving the money, moving our tax dollars from militarism to meet the needs of our cities and states and our individuals and humans right here. You know, as I talk about our party of peace, remember when Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize? Ha ha is what I said too. And what a lot in the peace movement said. But it was also an insult to that award. Because I have worked with Wangari Maathai, Nobel Peace Prize winner from Kenya, Green Party. And her accomplishments compared to the hope that he would do something. And he's been worse than Bush. And I'd say that without a hesitation. How am I doing on time? Oh. We know a lot about what we do here. But I also want you to understand what happens internationally. I chair the International Committee of United for Peace and Justice. I'm a delegate to the World Peace Council. I'm a delegate to the United Nations as an NGO. And we work with other countries. We just saw that a couple months ago in terms of the NATO events in Chicago. We worked for a year and a half to put on an international conference with 8 countries against NATO. And we have done that in terms of nuclear weapons at the United Nations and all kinds of other issues working internationally. We don't see that. But I'll tell you, one of my favorite things is the U.S. Social Forum, and we're up in there, and the World Social Forum, and our International Committee is up in there. But through the World Social Forum, it gives us chance as leaders of the peace movement to work with leaders from other countries. We get together with 50 countries at a time and share our struggles and get unity. And so when we demonstrate against the war in Iraq right here in the United States, we've got 30, 40, 50 countries doing the same thing in other parts of the world, affecting their government. So there's a whole other level in terms of the international work that is so, so important. You know, as I talk international, I think about my time in Baghdad. And I remember meeting a woman who became a friend. Her name is Vivian Salim. And Vivian tells the story that right after shock and awe, and it was driving her kids crazy, waking up in the middle of the night, insanity. Her and her husband were trying to get out of town. They had the car packed, their 2 kids, and they ran across a roadblock. And one of our tanks was blocking the way. And her husband got out of the car and was talking to them in English. He was a graduate of the University of Maryland. He was an engineer. We was talking to him, telling him we don't have any weapons. We're just trying to get our kids out of here. And another one of our tanks came from the side and blew the car up. Vivian lost her family in a flash. No family, no individual should ever suffer the sudden loss and death of a loved one. We're kind of immune because we're here. We don't have war in our backyards. The rest of the world has got the wars that we put out there to make money in their backyards. And only from the belly of the beast can we change that. And that means right here. And that means Green Party political activity getting included, but it also means us in the streets. And we've been in the streets all across this country. Please repeat after me. No more wars.
No more wars.
No more occupations.
No more occupations.
No justice. No peace. No drones. No NATO. One love. One world. Peace and love. Thank you.